JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
So JEM and the Holograms take dance to Zagreb, to the Zagreb Ballet to shoot a new music video. Fun times. Well, Dance's long-lost mother, who disappeared at some point. Her father died before she was born. Her mother disappeared. Dance started a home for runaway kids. So her mom danced at the Zagreb Ballet. So she's excited to go to her homeland and maybe see if she can find out where her mom went or any of her family. Fun stuff. So, where the hell is Zagreb? It's in Yugoslavia. They take the Yugoslavian Airlines to Yugoslavia, where Zagreb is. Yeah. This show was made, I think this season would have been 1988, so they didn't know that only a few years later Yugoslavia was not going to be there anymore. I mean, the land mass that used to be Yugoslavia is still there. It's just like 6 other countries now, like, can I name the countries that used to be Yugoslavia? Let's see. Serbia, Slovenia, Bosnia, pretty sure Bosnia, Croatia. No, I can't. I mean, who the hell can, unless you are a geographer, you live over there. Anyway, for those that don't know, Yugoslavia in the early 90s broke apart. I think there were a couple holdouts, and but the UN didn't recognize them, and then they finally gave it up like 15 years ago or something like that. Not my area of expertise, so don't hold me to that. Anyway, so Zagreb, I would imagine, since they're actually going to what at the time was a real country, I would imagine Zagreb is actually a place. That's my guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So they're in Zagreb, former Yugoslavia, and they go to the Zagreb Ballet, and the dude who runs the place is only ballet matters. All other forms of art suck. Like your stupid American rock music, JEM and the Holograms.
It springs from mediocre minds that don't care about art.
That's not true. We do care. We're as dedicated to our music as you are to yours.
Americans are dedicated to nothing.
So they've got an uphill battle at getting permission to shoot there. But as soon as they get there, the ballet runner, Victor, the guy who runs the ballet, takes one look at Dance and goes, Oh, well, you're definitely Nadia Dvorak's kid, because you look just like her, and she used to be the primo ballerina here at the Zagreb Ballet. So I'm going to bend over backwards to make sure life is groovy for you. Okay. So that's nice. But there's something a little bit creepy going on here. And I like the fact that the characters, Rio and JEM and everyone, they're not stupid. Roundly in the entire show. It's like, yeah, something's off about this. Don't know what, but yeah, red flag.
Crosatch is laying on the charm so thick it's rank. I wonder what his angle is.
What worries me is how he stares at Dance. It's as though he's seen a ghost.
So, Giselle, Dance, she says, okay, I'm going to, she gets a tip from, who knows, a note slid under her door. Go to the city of wherever. That's where the Dvorak's live. You might be able to find your mom or something that way. So they start going, and they find the Dvorak farm, and it turns out that her great-grandfather runs the farm, and her father's still alive, and he lives up in a shack on the top of the mountain. But he was... years ago, he and Dance's mom got together, and Victor forbid it because he wanted her all to himself. Not necessarily romantically or sexually, but definitely there is only ballet! Dating and marriage and family is a distraction! So he framed Dance's daddy and had him sent to jail and told Dance's mommy that he had died. So his mom was pregnant, and she said, well, I'm skedaddle in Yugoslavia. And she went to America, had Dance, and then disappeared at some point. So at least Dance found her dad. But Victor is doing everything he can to since he lost Nadia, Dance's mom, he's going to replace her with Dance. So Dance is getting smoochy with the lead ballet dude. There's ballerinas and ballerina dudes. I should actually know the terminology for this, and I do not. Oh well. So he's like, I can't have that. And he's about to push this dude off a train, but Dance, walks in the room and it stops it. So when she's about to go up on the mountain to meet her father, he's about to, push a Wile E. Coyote-sized boulder on her head. But Rio was following him, again, because something's not spelling right here. So he tackles him, the cliff face gives way, causes an avalanche that ends up nearly killing them and burying Dance, who they dig out, take her to the dad's home. And she's like, oh my gosh, my father's alive. And he's like, I sent her letters from prison and she abandoned me. She never responded. I can't bear to see you get out of my sight. Oh! I'm sure being in prison sucked, so I'll cut you some slack for the, unfair histrionics there, buddy. But she says, look, my mom thought you were dead. And so everyone learns the truth, and they go back to confront Victor. But Victor has planted contraband in their luggage, so the Yugoslavian police are trying to arrest them, and they're chasing JEM and the Holograms. And they run into a museum to hide, and Synergy, give us a disguise. And I'm thinking, just make them look like someone else, anyone else. Synergy makes them look like statues that look exactly like JEM and the Holograms. And the police run in and I'm like, statues that look exactly like JEM and the Holograms. Weird, that. I mean, they're looking for people, they're statues. It worked, but odd choice, Synergy. So, oh, by the way, Falling in Love with a Stranger, which is the Dance and lead ballerina dude Smoochy song. Good song. This series, the dances being romantic songs are really good. Because I remember in the Renaissance Woman episode was Flowers in Her Hair, in My Hair. Flowers in My Hair, I think. Another good song. Just solid romance ballads. Good job, show. So JEM and the Holograms, escape the police, find the lead inspector guy, and like, we're being framed. And he's like, okay. And so everything works out in the end, and Victor goes to jail, and Dance reunites with her daddy, and they're going to go back home together and see if they can find Mom. So, all's right with the world, da-da-da-da-da-da. So, do the Stingers ever come back at any point? Because this is the 5th episode, and they were in the 2-parter, and not in the 3rd one, or the 4th one, or this 5th episode. So, did we introduce the Stingers and then forget about them? Hell, the Misfits aren't even in this episode. I'm sure they'll be back, because I've seen the show names when I was getting the correct order, and one of them is called Riot's Hope. So, I would imagine the Stingers feature in at least that one. One more thing. You know how I've been given the show theses for repeating songs? You know, back in the second season, I go, you're using some songs from season 1. It's okay, you know, cost-saving measure. It's really difficult and still impressive that you managed to get 2 or 3 songs per episode. So I'll excuse you using some songs from season 1. And then towards the latter half of the season, they started repeating. Occasionally, you'd see a repeat of a song from earlier that season. And then we had Like a Dream showing up in like the second episode again. Shows up in the first episode and the second episode, and then it's reprised at the end of the episode. Well, the first music number in this episode, Music and Dance, is a new song, and they do it again as the third song in this episode. Whole thing, not a quick refrain. Full song, new music video.
Video, are you ready?
Now we are.
Okay, take it from the top. I'm rolling.
East is east and west is west, or some people say.
So, yeah. Also, I wish the show had more money and time, because I feel that they wouldn't do that. You know, it'd be all new songs all the time. Also, I would really like it if the animation were better, especially in the dance sequence. Like, it's almost there. Like they've got a lot of the ballet poses and forms right. It's like I can see the idea of what they're trying to get across. But the execution obviously does not have the time or the money to really fully present a really awesome ballet routine. And that's a shame. But I can see it in my mind. Yes.
Come on, we've got to help dance. Come on, Victor. You coward! You can't run far enough to get away from us!